I'm a size queen. Not all of us are blessed with big things. Like, I wish I was a real ladybug. Like, all I have to do is like fly on flowers, and that is my whole purpose in life. Oh, I wish life was that easy. I got new makeup products, so let's do a new makeup tutorial. So my best friend got me Painted Products by James Charles. So this is the sponge, and the first thing I noticed about this sponge is it's so squishy. Like, this is my regular beauty blender. It's a body blender from Sonia Kashuk. So this is not the biggest sponge in the world, and I would know because I'm a size queen. So this is my regular, and then this is the painted sponge. So it's not the biggest in the world, but I do love how squishy it is. It feels like mattress foam. I'm gonna apply cream foundation. I have this MAC cream foundation, but I don't really know how to use this. Like, it's too thick, like, to pick up. So my idea is I'm gonna take some out. Like, you see, it's so thick. I'm gonna take some out and warm it up with my hands and then apply it. And my idea is I'm gonna warm it up because, like, out of the pan, it's too hard. And press that in. Oh, that color is like so gorgeous. Like, finally, I like match my skin tone. Like, all my makeup tutorials and all my foundations are like 5 shades lighter, 5 shades darker, but MAC NC20 is my shade. Okay, let's test this sponge. I do like the size of this sponge. Like, it's not too small and it's not too big. It's just the right size. Very smooth. I like that this sponge is just spreading out my product and not sucking it up. Like, I think the foundation is just on top of it and it's not getting absorbed, which I enjoy because I use full coverage products and I want full coverage on my face. I don't want to shear out my full coverage. So I've noticed this sponge just spreading it. And a lot of sponges just soak up your product because it's a sponge. Like, that's what it does. It soaks up water, it soaks up product. So if you have really thick products, a sponge makes the coverage a little softer. I spent 30 bucks on this foundation. I want 30 bucks on my face. I gotta want to shear out the impact. Since I'm in a makeup mood, let's do some cream bronzer. So I'm just gonna take a foundation in a darker color. Oh, I love this color. It's like a milk chocolate brown, but there's some yellow in it. Like, can you tell? It's like yellow. I love like yellow browns. It'll sheer out. Painted sponge. Wow, that blended like so easy. I don't know if that's the cream contour or the sponge. It looks like paint. This sponge kind of rocks. Like, I blended everything out smoothly and easily. I'm loving all the sides. I give this sponge like 9 out of 10 stars. I don't really see a flaw. If anything, I just wish it was bigger. Not all of us are blessed with big things. Here's a tip I learned if you use like full coverage foundations. I like to take a Q-tip, get in a makeup wipe so I get some makeup remover on the Q-tip, and then I put that in the waterline. Cause like sometimes when you use full coverage stuff, it cakes up. You see, like all of that was in my waterline. So if you clean the waterline and take off all those creamy and powdery products, your eyeliner will apply smoothly. Like if you have trouble with like your eyeliner gliding on your waterline, you have to clean it up. At least I've noticed. If you have trouble lining your lips, which I do, I sometimes apply my lipstick first and then I'll use a lip liner afterwards. So I'm using that creaminess of the lipstick to help my lip liner glide on easier. Oh my god, I almost breathed in my lip liner. I love lip liners. It makes me feel like a kid again. Like remember when we used to use like colored pencils to like draw on paper? Now I'm using my face as a paper and using colored pencils on my face. Now to my favorite part, eyeshadow. But just in case I get some fallout, I'm gonna lay down some loose powder under my eyes, so if the eyeshadow pigment falls, it won't stick to my face. I got the new painted palette. I'm excited to try this because I'm not an eyeshadow girly. I'm like a pigment paint girly, but like, come on. Like I want to play with those pink shimmers. First, I'm gonna lay down some paint on my outer corner, a nudie pink, and it's a liquid lipstick, but I like using it on the eyes since it's a matte lipstick. Like look at that color. It's just a lipstick, but I'm using it as eyeshadow because that color is so pretty. You have to blend quick because it's a liquid lipstick. How many times did I say liquid lipstick in the last like 30 seconds? Like, oh my god. Just gonna tap that out just to have a base down. Yeah, the vibe today, if you haven't noticed, is a ladybug. So I'm going with ladybug vibes. So I'm excited to try this basic canvas painted palette by James Charles. I want to work in the pink row. Like, oh my god, that is so freaking pretty. Like, look at this color. Whoa, that's like a strawberry milkshake. Whoa. Now let's do this one on the outer half. This eyeshadow blended so fast and so easy, like, whoa. What I'm here for is the freaking shimmers. Like, I'm gonna go in with Cloud 9. Yes. No way. I noticed like on the brush, there's like not that much pigment, color pigment on it. It's more shimmer. Like really nice. Now I want to take Champs and put this on the outer half. Like this looks like an expensive shimmer. Like I tried a lot of shimmer eyeshadows and a lot of them are very colored in the sense that they have a lot of pigment base to it. This doesn't. This looks like the shimmer has pigment and it's not pressed in like a matte eyeshadow. A lot of shimmer shadows are just like matte colors. This is like more like actually like colored shimmer. I want to brighten up the inner corner. So I'm gonna go in with the lightest color in the shade, in the palette. I really love shimmer colors because they're easy to blend. So I'm really obsessed with the shimmer shadows in this palette. Like, I'm not really a matte eyeshadow person. I like shimmers because I like a blurred out watercolor type of eyeshadow. I love like a wash of color. Like, it's like, to me, it's like an emotion in a sense where it's like no precision. It's just like a wash, which I kind of love. Like, it's just like a tone, like a pink tone, instead of like a defined crease. I want like an emotion. This is my favorite thing to do with under eyes. I like to make like with liquid liner, I like to make like a sharp under eye. and bugs have like cool eye shapes. So if I'm doing Ladybug, I want like a cool eye shape. Now I'm gonna add a creamy brown in my waterline. Now to test these matte shadows, I'm gonna try like a dark brown under eye. Okay, but why does this like eyeshadow like rock? Like, not this being like the best eyeshadow palette I ever used. Like, I would buy this palette just for the shimmers. Like, if he released like a 10-pan palette of just shimmers and this formula, I would so buy that. Like, this shimmer formula is like nothing I've tried before. And I've tried all the shimmer formulas. Like, I prefer shimmer over matte. But like, that was like amazing. I like a barely nothing there brow. So I'm using this Colourpop brow pen just to sketch in very tiny hair strokes. The less brow product you have, or like no product on the brow, the more elevated the look looks. Like, I've noticed in some celebrities that like to look ethereal. Like, let's say Anya Taylor or Lady Gaga or Ella Fanning or Hunter Schafer. What gives a ethereal look is a bleached brow or like no brow product at all. So if you want to do like an angelic look, you don't even have to use brow product. It looks like more cool. So I just like to use like a little bit of brow product just to get a color in there. Cause like little brows, like even thin brows, look like expensive in a sense where they look like polished. Like, I think like a thick eyebrow color or thick brow in general kind of looks a little cheap in the sense that it looks kind of tacky because it's like too much. Like, I would like to see brow hair and brow texture over brow product. Like, you can tell if someone has like too much brow product in their brows where you can't even see the brow anymore. So I like less brow. I want my lashes to look like Ladybug legs. And just for funsies, let's put on some glitter. Yes. Okay, I'll be back with my full luxurious Ladybug look. Bye. Do you like my luxurious Ladybug look? Not me doing Halloween in February. But isn't it like a vibe? Don't I look like a ladybug? Like, I'm just gonna go like fly around and like hang on flowers. I wish that was my to-do list. Like, I wish I was a real ladybug. Like, all I have to do is like fly on flowers, and that is my whole purpose in life. Oh, I wish life was that easy. Should I name this video Luxurious Ladybug or Luxurious Ladyboy? Oh my god, I feel like a ladybug. And look, my vape matches my nails. Like, okay, bye. I'm gonna go fly on some flowers and find wind and flap my little wings, because that's what ladybugs do. Thanks for joining me on my ladybug transformation.